Recap of Young Sheldon's 6 Episode 20. 4 Significant Connections to the Big Bang Theory. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Caution! Episode 20 of Young Sheldon's 6th season contains spoilers. A few additional stories from the Big Bang Theory are hinted at in Young Sheldon, Episode 20 of Season 6. Before the year officially ends, CBS Family Comedy has a couple more episodes left. Young Sheldon Season 6 is aggressively establishing the foundation for numerous well-known plotlines from The Big Bang Theory, in addition to completing season-long stories. Sheldon's impending summer stay in Germany is part of that. In addition to shifting the plot of The Boy Genius in anticipation of his relocation to Pasadena, German for Beginners and Crazy Old Man with a Bat is the 20th episode of Young Sheldon Season 6. Further sows the narrative seeds for the remaining Cooper's future. It makes reasonable that CBS has already begun to wrap up loose story ends, because Young Sheldon may stop after Season 7. Over the years, the family comedy has produced numerous storyline discrepancies with The Big Bang Theory due to its notoriously careless attitude to consistency. However, it is practically required to adapt portions of its narrative to what was disclosed in The Big Bang Theory due to CBS's insistence that it still takes place in the same reality as its parent program. Some of that is done in the penultimate episode of Young Sheldon Season 6. It has long been known that Sheldon's Meemaw enjoys gambling. In Sheldon Young. Thus, it should come as no surprise that she seized the chance to operate her own small casino in Medford. With the assistance of Georgie, George, Missy, and even Mandy, the business has expanded considerably. Meemaw has had its share of challenges in controlling it, despite its success. With a consistent stream of clients and rising sales, it is still thriving. She has been able to support the Coopers financially as a result, especially Mandy, who was abandoned by her own parents following her unplanned pregnancy. After learning that her gambling den was broken into, Meemaw is confronted with a new issue in Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 20. Due to the fact that since the establishment is illegal, she is unable to call the police for assistance and must handle the situation on her own. Unfortunately, considering her limited manpower and resources, it doesn't appear that she can do much about it. Even though they believe the burglars have already been defeated, Meemaw's business troubles might just be getting started. By the end of Young Sheldon, it won't be shocking if she chooses to shut it down completely. Young Sheldon Season 6 has begun to make apologies by giving Missy her own story after ignoring her for a long time. Unfortunately, since they highlight her shortcomings, such as her rebellious tendencies, the majority of them are not complimentary. After becoming frustrated with her parents' constant disregard, she tried to flee by robbing George of his truck and taking Paige on a risky road trip to Florida. Even though she has already faced the consequences of her behavior, she doesn't seem to have learned her lesson. Missy is actually starting to make bolder decisions, and it doesn't help that she has a new friend who is obviously a negative influence on her. In German for Beginners and Crazy Old Man with a Bat, Young Sheldon appears. Tonya, Pastor Jeff's niece, and Sheldon's sister develop an odd bond. Tonya has very little respect for authority, even if she has a self-righteous uncle, and she appears eager to lead Missy astray. She invites Sheldon's twin to join her for a night of smoking and drinking at one point. Though they haven't yet, Mary and George hope to catch their daughter's latest vices before she gets too involved. As a result of Tonya's debut in Young Sheldon Season 6, Pastor Jeff also appears. Despite being the Cooper's neighbor, the character hasn't seen on the show in a long time. For background, Mary chose to leave the congregation following her termination due to Mandy and Georgie became pregnant without warning. Her friendship with Pastor Jeff has strained as a result of this. It's evident that there is still tension between the two, even if they are polite to one another. But given Mary's religious background in The Big Bang Theory, it's plausible that her closeness to Pastor Jeff will lead to her eventually returning to church. The main plotline of Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 20, centers on Sheldon's upcoming trip to Germany while balancing several other storylines. After recognizing that entering Sheldon rushed to strengthen his portfolio because Caltech's post-grad program isn't going to be easy, he was accepted into the University of Heidelberg's summer program thanks to Dr. Sturgis. But as there is no financial aid available, Sheldon must raise the funds he would need for the trip. He receives some last-minute assistance from Pastor Jeff and Dr. Linkletter, even though his yard sale doesn't go as planned. Both are successful in raising enough money to enable Sheldon to proceed with his journey. The young genius will eventually continue with his German summer program, according to details about the Young Sheldon Season 6 conclusion. However, it doesn't mean it hasn't been interesting to see him attempt to address his financial predicament in Young Sheldon German for Beginners and Crazy Old Man with a Bat. The entire situation also demonstrates how despised the young prodigy is in Medford, to the extent that the teachers at East Texas Tech and the congregation are prepared to pay to have him leave the state. Sheldon is unaware of this since he lacks social skills. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.